Hello, so today I'm going to show you how to get signed up for using ClassDojo, which is a great classroom management tool. What you want to do is you want to open Safari, Explorer, Chrome, any internet search engine, and you're going to type in www.classdojo.com, and it's going to take you to this home page right here. You're going to want to hit sign up. Alright, and it gives you the option to sign up as a teacher, a parent, student, or school leader. For teachers, you're going to want to hit the teacher button and go through the very few steps of getting signed up. Alright, now it's going to prompt you to look for the school that you work at. And you can hit that, and all this basically does is it starts to register the teachers that work at that school, and you can always connect with them and see what they're doing. So this is always great to do that. Alright. Once you've done that, this is going to take you to your home page. This is always going to be the page that you look at once you log into ClassDojo after the first time that you've gotten registered. It's pretty simple. Every time you go way too far and you don't know how to get back, you're just going to hit the ClassDojo button that's up here in the left-hand corner, and it'll take you directly back to this home screen. Few simple things. In your right-hand corner, you have your account settings. You can refer a teacher or log out. If you have any questions, you can hit the question mark. You can refer a teacher really quickly right here with the little present. In the middle, you can add your own photo, and it says what school you work at. If you hit Oakwood School, it'll pull up your school story. For this school story, there hasn't been anything added. Otherwise, if teachers posted to almost like their Twitter feed that I call their dojo feed, it would all come up right here for you to look at. Under the directory, there are some teacher names that you can look up to get into contact if you have any questions. Alright, again, so let's say I'm right here. I want to go back to my home page. I'm going to hit the ClassDojo button, and it takes me directly back to where I began. Underneath my Oakwood School, or the school that you work at, you'll find you have a demo class, which is a great way just to see how ClassDojo works, and then you can add your own class. I am going to look at the demo class for a minute. So in the demo class, I have 5 students: Bradley, Cameron, Hale, Johnny, and Matthew. Alright, and let's say I see Hale or Johnny doing something fantastic in my classroom, and I really want to award them a point for great behavior. I'm going to hit Hale's name right there, and up comes some few positive behaviors. So I have on task, participating, and hardworking. And I see right here in the little green circles how many points each one of those positive behaviors is worth. For on task, it's 1 point. Let's say Hale is doing a great job on task. I've just now awarded Hale 1 point for doing an awesome job on task. You'll see that Hale's circle turned from 0 to 1. Alright, and the green because she's done an awesome job. Let's say Johnny's not having such great of a day. He needs some work. He's off task and he's not following directions. I can hit the off task button, and again there's a little noise that comes on, and you can see Johnny has now lost a point. He's at a -1 point. If you've noticed right here where we have the whole class button, this is just like the student button. When I hit the whole class button, I can choose to give every student in my class a point for doing something great, or I can also subtract a point from all the students in my classroom at the same time if I need to. I wanted to point out that right here there's that little gray circle, and it shows how many points. Since Hale earned 1 point and Johnny has lost a point, the class is now at an even 0 as a whole classroom. So you can use this for whole class or independently, which is a great feature of ClassDojo. Not only can you use it as a whole classroom, and independently, you can create groups. And right here where you have the groups button, you can just hit that, and you'll see there's table 1 and table 2. A lot of teachers have students sitting in table groups. I'm one of them myself. I like using table points because sometimes it's not the whole class doing something great or needing to improve on something. It could just simply be one table in my classroom. And then again, if I hit table 1, it shows me the members of my table, and I can award them. I can give them points for doing a positive behavior, or I can subtract points because they need to do a better job, and again, it will take away from all the students in that group. Alright. I'm going to go back to my home screen, and I'm going to show you how to get your classroom set up. So I'm going to hit Add a Class. And you're going to create a class name, so you're going to want to choose something for your name. I'm going to do Room 3. And just in parentheses for myself, put 14-15 for the school year. For select a grade, I teach 2nd grade. I'm going to add my class. Now you're going to get the Add Students page. So I'm just going to come up with some few names to show you guys what happens. Alright, we're going to have Sue. Alright, so I have come up with Sue, Jake, Joe, Ashley, and Mel. Those are going to be the students in my class. And you see that on this side, each one of the students has received a little dojo monster. These dojo monsters are editable, so each student can have their own personalized dojo monster. I like to take some time at the beginning of the year when I'm getting my ClassDojo set up to have the students actually pick their own ClassDojo. I'll call them over to my computer one at a time, and I let them pick their own dojo. I find that they find it more personal and that they do a greater job when they want their own dojo that they've selected to do a great job. So let's say we want to change Sue's dojo because she doesn't think it really reflects her. You can just click on the dojos and you'll get this wide variety of dojos to choose from. So Sue's favorite color is blue. We're going to pick a blue dojo for her. Jake really doesn't like the green monster. He wants something else. Jake thinks this little red guy is the right one for him. Alright. Once I've finished that, I've done adding my students. I can hit the Done Adding Students. The Invite Parents, excuse me, Invite Parents screen pops up. You can use the Invite Parents to basically print up some invite cards that you can send home with the students that'll give them like a class code to type in to connect with your classroom so that they can monitor their own students' behaviors. Alright. Here are my little invites. They're downloaded and have popped up on the bottom. You can open that up and they're individualized for each of the students in your classroom. Alright, I'm going to go next. They do come up in another language, so you can search some of the languages if you have dual languages in your classroom. I'm done with the invites. Alright, now we've come to the behaviors. You can also customize your behaviors. So you can add positive and needs work behaviors to both if you think that you would like something else, or you can edit the ones they already have. Let's say I wanted to add another behavior for doing something great in the classroom, maybe helping a friend. You want to do helping their buddy. You're going to click the Add Task. You're going to name your task. You can decide how many points your task should be worth. It's on a scale of 1 through 5. And you can change the icon of how the task looks as well. There's some preloaded icons on there for you. You can do the same for needs work. You can add a different behavior of your own. You're just going to hit the finish button. These are all editable at any time, so you can always go in and change the behaviors. You can change student pictures, student names, any of that, just in your settings, edit class. You can edit a student, change their name. You can delete the student, you can change the student's dojo, any of those things. You can edit your parents, your behaviors, any of those at any time. Alright, I'm going to go back to my ClassDojo page, and right here, again, I have my demo class and my own room. I'm going to show you guys what the class story looks like on my own room. When I hit class story, it takes you almost to like a news feed that you would see on a Twitter feed or Facebook. This is a great way, a secure way I've found to share stories, share little messages, things throughout the day with parents. They can check it on their phones because, as you see right here, there is a ClassDojo app for iOS and Android. And right here, it just works basically like Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, if any of you have that. You just type in a little thing of what's going on in your classroom, coloring, pictures of trees. Alright, and you can add a photo you're choosing. It'll pull up different files that you can use your My Computer or a link, any of those. And you can do a post of coloring pictures, and it shows you that Miss Eba posted a little tweet about coloring pictures. The parents can like it, they can leave a comment, they can share it. And this is just a great way to show parents what you're doing in the classroom. I found many colleagues love using it. I love using it. And with Twitter, anyone can search Twitter. With Facebook, anyone can search Facebook. With this, only the parents that you've invited and that you've accepted can see what you're posting. So it's very protected and just great for privacy. You can send messages to parents as well in your messaging center, which is always great. So you can use directly right there. You have Ashley as a parent. Once you connect with them, you can message back and forth. This is great year to year. I don't have to create new accounts. I can just add a different class. I can always go into my settings and edit class. I could delete the whole class. I can archive a class, just put it away for now. Alright, there are lots of great other materials that ClassDojo comes with. For now, I'm just going to leave it at that, and thank you so much for watching.